Now what we're trying to achieve is if the head ever comes out of time, and that's meaning the jump structure itself, if you ever crash a hoop hard enough, the machine is designed to slip out of time instead of breaking any parts. So what we'll do is we're going to loosen a collar screw, which is we're going to demonstrate, and then we're going to sink the jump structure, which is the drive unit for the needle bar, to bottom dead center, which is 0 on our shaft indicator, which we're going to show in 1 second.
The first thing that we're going to want to determine is if the head is actually out of time. The easiest way to do that is to engage a needle, draw the shaft over to L point, which is 0. And when you turn the shaft one way, the needle should always rise. When you go back to 0, the opposite way, and turn backwards, the needle should also rise. So from bottom dead center, 0, when you turn the shaft either way, the needle should always rise. If there's any downward motion or any pistoning, that means it's out of time.
Okay. Now that we have determined that the head is out of time, the first thing we're going to need to do is loosen this collar up. Okay? Be sure to get a good bite. The Allen wrench is seated fully, and then loosen the collar screw up. Loosen the other one. Don't loosen them all the way at once. Quarter turn. They will be tight. Once these screws are loose, you'll see that your collar will move freely, and also your jump structure will also move freely. So at this time we need to be at L point, which is bottom dead center on the shaft. Once we're at L point, be sure that the jump structure itself is sunk to bottom dead center. Tighten the collar screws just a little bit at a time, quarter turn each at the most, until you start applying pressure onto them. Okay? A little bit on each screw is all we need, and trying not to move the jump structure at all at this time. Holding the collar itself in place where I'm tightening, and once you get a good bite on there, it's not going to move, so you can get to the point where you're pretty tight on there. Your shaft's going to move when you really start tightening, but your collar will be pretty snug on there already if you're going through and tightening. Now, once you get the screws completely tight, you're going to move until you're really pretty good and snug, and then check that your jump structure itself, that when you turn it, that it's at bottom dead center and that you're at 0.